I got a guy who's never been a head coach, and I got Odell there, and I got guys who are brands now. I don't have high expectations for the Browns. I don't have them making the playoffs, and this isn't an overreaction to week one. I just think it's hard to piece it all together. And, they got blown out at home by Tennessee. And that offensive line looks spotty right now for me, Joe. If I'm a Browns fan, what did you see that it concerns you more? Not just a week one overreaction, but this is something to keep an eye on the rest of the season.
The thing that concerned me was the penalties. They had 18 penalties for almost 200 yards. And they're a team that talked all training camp about discipline and accountability, and we're going to be a different Browns team. Freddie Kitchens is a Bill Parcells disciple. He's a guy that believes in toughness. And then you go out and you have that many mistakes and you have that much sloppiness. It looked like a team that hadn't played together before, which they were not a team that really has played together. They've added a lot of pieces, and that's why they were so hyped, and that's why everyone was so excited about this season. But now that week one, they look like they were inexperienced, and they got beaten by a Titans team that didn't have as much talent, but had played together before and had that experience. So I think moving forward, they got to prove that, yes, we have all these talented pieces, but also, yes, we can play together and play football, because football is a team sport, and the best teams win, the best teams that play together. So that's going to be their goal going into the Monday night game against the Jets.
Why did the game officials allow Odell Beckham to wear that watch in the game?
Well, that's a good question. I think Odell came out and said he's read the rules and you're allowed to wear jewelry. And I guess the refs deemed it jewelry because it's not exactly something they see on a daily basis, seeing guys come out wearing watches, since not exactly a requisite part of your uniform. So maybe they were just thinking, oh, we'll let it slide because we can kind of see that it's probably jewelry.
Yeah, but it's a watch, and now you have something hard that you're wearing. There's a safety issue here. I mean, it's not like wearing a knee brace or a necklace.
Hey, I'm not arguing for wearing a watch. I can't see that wearing a watch can help you in any manner on a football field, other than maybe looking good when it's all said and done in your touchdown pictures. But clearly, this is kind of a gray area that refs probably never encountered before, since, like I mentioned, watches are not exactly part of catching or throwing a football or blocking even. So this might be something that we'll see the NFL look into. And obviously, hey, Odell doesn't want it to be a storyline, but it is when you wear a $200,000 watch on a Sunday football field.
Even if he's wearing a Timex, it still doesn't matter how much it costs. But if you're his teammate, are you bothered by this?
I would say if you're his teammate, you're thinking, just take the watch off. Like, why does it matter? It's not helping you catch the football. It's not helping you run faster, run better routes. So if it becomes a distraction, if it becomes something that we have to talk about, if it's not helping you become a better football player, let's just do the easy thing and just not wear it.
Would it bother you, though? Would you say something to him if you were playing?
Well, I think the first week, people probably didn't notice. Honestly, I didn't really notice until it became a big deal on social media, because it is a nice-looking watch. It kind of blends in with the jersey. He is right. It does look really nice. But once you find out that it costs more than most people's house, then you're thinking, wow, that seems a little unnecessary. And then you dig into the rules, and it's kind of this gray area. Well, it is a hard object, but you're allowed to wear jewelry. So is it allowed? Isn't it allowed? And then it just becomes a distraction. And Odell, throughout his career when he was with the Giants, had a lot of distractions, and they were not related to his performance on the field. But I think he would be smart, and maybe his teammates might nudge him in the right direction of, hey, why don't we just turn over a new leaf here in Cleveland and just try to avoid doing the things that don't help us win on Sunday, that we have to talk about Sunday after the game, that have nothing to do with football.
Yeah, I know. Wear it during warm-ups if you want to, but not during the game. It's like,
there you go.
This is what I'm concerned about with the Browns.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.